request all to be seated, please. I request all of you to please switch off your mobile phones. Thank you. I request the presiding officer, our President Lion Hari Krishnan, to the dais, please. Now I request our Secretary Lion Sadhana Rajkumar to the dais, please. Now I request our Treasurer Lion Pooja Krishnan to the dais, please. I request our Chief Guest Archana Jeevan to the dais, please. Let us join our hands and give a big applause. Thank you. Proceedings handing over to the President.
Meeting call to order. Proceedings handing over to MC.
Now the invocation song by Lion Sangeeta and Lion Meena.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the God made them all. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Thank you.
Thank you, Bablu and Saranya. Flag salutation by Lion Hari.
I'm going to tell about the flag salutation. We salute our national flag and pledge our allegiance to the same. Its honor and its glory depend upon the spirit and assiduity with which each one of us will shoulder this responsibility of a good citizen. Its history, written in letters of gold, inspires us to put good work for the fair name of our country. We declare our unflinching loyalty to our national flag and maintain that its course shall be our course and that each individual amongst shall make genuine efforts to add us luster and glory and make it fly proudly aloft in the comity of nations.
Now the national pledge by Lion Sibi, Lion Darshan and Lion Santosh Jeevan.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters.
I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give respect to my parents, teachers and all elders and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and to my people, I pledge my devotion
and pledge innocence.
Thank you. You can all be seated. On the occasion of Children's Day, we have all gathered in these green meadows. I can see colorful lioness along with their lions and smiley little hearts. I welcome each and one of you to make this evening a gala time. And I also welcome Lion VSP Sundar from Lions Club of Eden, Lion Shobana from Lions Club of Eden, Lion Balan Chandran, Activities Governor Secretariat. Thank you. Now I request the President Lion Hari Krishnan to give the welcome address.
Respected Chief Guest Archana Jeevan, Dear Secretary Lion Sadhana Rajkumar, Treasurer Lion Pooja Krishnan, my dear fellow Lions, Lion ladies, guests, children, good evening to all. I am talking to you on the special occasion of Children's Day. On this day, we gratefully remember the independent India's first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, because the date marks the birth anniversary of the great legendary freedom fighter Nehru, whose dream was that children should be the supreme minds in the country. Universally, Children's Day is celebrated on 20th November. After the death of Jawaharlal Nehru in 1963, his birthday has been marked as Children's Day in India. This is a day to remember the great leader Jawaharlal Nehru, who was a versatile genius and had the determination to lead India as a world power in the world map. Hence, Children's Day is very important for all of us, for our teachers, and even for all the parents, as they lay the foundation for creating enlightened citizens for the nation. I am privileged to welcome you all, and I am honored to cordially thank our chief guest, Archana Jeevan, for her participation in today's program, Children's Day. It's nice to share that she is going to talk about child labor and remedies. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, President. It's so nice to hear such a wonderful welcome address. Now I request the President to show the Chief Guest Archana Jeevan and also present a small memento. Thank you, President. Now we have come to the prime part of today's meeting. Now I call upon Lion Raja to introduce our chief guest Archana Jeevan.
Important occasion for children. It is now my privilege to introduce our chief guest. As most of you already know, the chief guest, Dr. Archana Jeevan, is a famous pediatrician and a great social worker. She was a student of Madras Medical College, completed her medicine in 2001. I have introduced a lot of people in the past, but none with such a long portfolio of responsibilities. Besides many other rare distinctions, she has been awarded the honorary professorship of Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Research. She also won the Platinum Jubilee Award of the Indian Child Society. She has been elected to the honorary fellowship of the Indian Institute of Child Welfare and the Third World Academy of Science. Her contribution in the field of medicine as well as child welfare and social awareness have earned her recognition world over. It is my honor now to invite Dr. Archana Jeevan for today's meeting. Thank you for the opportunity.
President Hari Krishnan and other dignitaries on and off the dais. First, I thank you, President, for giving this opportunity. Friends, may any one of you define children? Yes, may any one of you define children? Yeah. Good, fine. A child is a human between the stages of birth and puberty. The legal definition of child generally refers to a minor, but I recently heard a lovely quote for children. The child is the father of man. It refers to the importance of the child for the development of society as well as all-round development of the human race. My objective today is to talk to you about child labor. What comes to mind when you hear to these two words? Torture, injustice. Today, I will try my best to present to you both sides of this controversial topic. Should child labor be allowed? What should organizations like the Indian government do about these kind of things? Should they impose bans or just step back and let life take its course? Before we begin, let's state some facts. Child labor is: every 100 children in the world today, 16 of them are child laborers. 12 of them are in its worst form, and many will never go to school. There are 246 million child laborers in the world today. Most are in developing countries. Some of them are as young as 5. India accounts for the second highest number where child labor in the world is concerned. Africa accounts for the highest number of children employed and exploited. The fact is that across the length and breadth of the nation, children are in a pathetic condition. They are working on farms, plantations, mines, construction sites, or even operating dangerous tools or machineries. In a country like India, extreme poverty is the chief cause of child labor. The children either supplement their parents' income or or are the only wage earners in the family. Secondly, child labor is deliberately created by vested interests to get cheap labor. Thirdly, the illiteracy of parents is also a major factor in determining the incidence of child labor. Dream of education to children is impossible unless suitable employment opportunities are made available to at least one person in the family. Simply by opening schools and providing books are not sufficient measures. I repeat, simply by opening schools and providing books are not sufficient measures. We need to understand the reason behind child labor, that is, poverty and unemployment. Minimizing poverty and creation of more and more jobs to parents are the only solution of eradication of majority of child labor problem. Friends, I want to share a sad story. ஒரு 10 வயசு பையன் ஒரு ஹோட்டல்ல வேலை பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தான். டேபிள் கிளீனிங், வாஷிங் இதான் அவன் வேலை. அவனுக்கு பேரண்ட்ஸ் கிடையாது. அந்த ஹோட்டல்ல அவனுக்கு 3 வேளை சாப்பாடு, மொட்டை மாடியில் படுக்க இடம், தங்குறதுக்கு இடம், இப்படி நிம்மதியா அவனுக்கு லைஃப் போயிட்டு இருந்தது. ஒரு கட்டத்துல கவர்மெண்ட் சைல்ட் லேபர் விஷயத்துல கொஞ்சம் கடுமையா நடவடிக்கை எடுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சது. அந்த ஹோட்டல் ஓனர் எதுக்குடா வம்புன்னு அந்த பையனை வேலையிலேருந்து அனுப்பிட்டார். அவன் சாப்பிட வசதி இல்லாம, தங்க இடம் சரியில்லாம பிச்சை எடுத்து கடைசியில நோய் வந்து செத்து போயிட்டான். இது இன்னொரு ஆங்கிள் கூட பார்க்கலாம். இந்த பையன் திருடனாகவோ, ட்ரக் அடிக்ட் ஆகவோ, ஏன் தீவிரவாதியாக கூட வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. ஸோ கவர்மெண்ட் ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அதனால ஏற்படுறதுக்குரிய பின் விளைவுகளுக்கு சொல்யூஷன்ஸை தயார் செய்து கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்பது என் தாழ்மையான வேண்டுகோள். Last Sunday, I was watching a talk show on TV. The discussion was about child labor. There was a point in the debate. The audience was divided evenly in its opinion on the subject, and a person who had worked as a mine worker in his childhood spoke. He talked about how he was forced to take up a job after his father fell ill. He had to work continuously for 14 hours every day. His 2 fingers are still deformed due to this. He talked about how they were beaten when they made even silly mistakes. The anchor asked him, if it is a choice between starvation and work, isn't it better to opt for the later? He said, all I can say is your childhood happens once in a person's life. If that is spent in these conditions, how would his adulthood be? Please give us a chance to live. This can't be called life. Then he was asked, the government schools are bad and they don't equip people for livelihood. Is it fair to force them to go school when they cannot support themselves to the end of it? He said, don't keep blaming the government. Aren't you all the people who elect them? It's your responsibility too. Then the anchor asked, what if your circumstances are so bad that you cannot survive without sending your children to work? He said, if my circumstances were so bad, I will choose not have a child. I repeat what he said, if my circumstances were that bad, I will not choose to have a child. That was the turning point of the debate. After this, no one could give any palatable excuse for child labor. Even I am in no doubt now. What I would not want for my child, I should not accept for any other child. As one panelist rightly put it. நான் ரீசெண்டாக வேடந்தாங்கல் பேர்ட் சான்ச்சுரி போயிருந்த போது ஒரு பெரிய பேர்ட் ஒரு சின்ன மரக்கிளையில் உட்காந்துருந்தது. திடீர்னு பறக்க ஆரம்பிச்சது. எனக்கு பயம். ஏன்னா அது உட்காந்துருந்த கிளை ரொம்ப சின்னது. பொதுவாக பேர்ட்ஸ் பறக்க ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது கிளையை நல்லா ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணி தான் பறக்கும். ஸோ இந்த பறவை டேக் ஆஃப் பண்ணும் போது கிளை நல்லா வளைஞ்சு உடையிற அளவுக்கு வந்துடுச்சு. ஆனால் உடையில. நான் இப்போ என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, அந்த பறவை அந்த கிளையை நம்பி பறக்கல, தன் ரெக்கைகளை நம்பி பறந்தது. கிளை உடஞ்சாலும் அது பறந்துடும். அதே மாதிரி எஜுகேஷன் என்பது ஒரு பறவையின் ரெக்கைகளை போன்றது. லைஃப்பில் எங்கே வேணாலும் எப்போ வேணாலும் டேக் ஆஃப் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கலாம். ஸோ focus on your studies and have a great life. Once again, thanks for this opportunity. Thank you.
Now you have opened the eyes and we pray that child labor will be abolished at the earliest. Before going to vote of thanks, dear line members, you all know that in every meeting we used to conduct a talent time. So today's talent time performer is Lion Nithi. The time allotted for her is 7 minutes. So let's welcome her with a big round of applause. Now, a chief guest, Archana Jeevan, will honor Lion Niti with a memento. Thank you. Now, I request our Secretary Line Sadhana Rajkumar to give the announcements and vote of thanks.
President Line Hari Krishnan, Chief Guest Dr. Archana Jeevan, Treasurer Line Pooja Krishnan, and my dear Line members. Let me start with announcement. The project of the day is Dine with Divine. Yes, today we had a wonderful Dine with Divine. At Little Hearts, a home of physically and mentally challenged. A member Line Praveen Govind Rao, sponsor for 65 persons. Let us join our hands and give him a good round of applause.
Please stand up. Thank you.
On 25th of this month, we had a great event. As the secretary of this prestigious club, I am very happy and proud to announce that we are adopting a government high school at Bizanagar for service. On the same day, we are conducting 2 medical camps in the same school. Eye screening, spectacles distribution camp and dental awareness camp. We request your active participation to make this camp a grand success. I sincerely thank our chief guest Archana Jeevan for her presence in this most memorable day. We really understand the essence of the child labor. Thank you, madam. I thank our region chairperson Line Satish Kumar, zone chairperson Line Kamal Prasad, district chairperson Line Pandurangam. We sincerely thank them for spending their valuable time with us. Once again, I thank you all. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion Sadhana Kumar. Now the proceedings, handing over to the President.
Dear friends, remember the Kerala trip. In case you happen to forget the sweet moments, not a problem. We are projecting here a small documentary film. Please sit back and enjoy. Meeting adjourned for fellowship and dinner.
மம்மி வீட்டில் இல்ல தடப்போட யாரும் இல்ல விளையாடு போமா உள்ள வில்லாடா மைதானம் தேவையில்ல அம்பயரும் தேவையில்ல யாருக்கும் தோல்வி இல்ல வில்லாடா டாடி மம்மி வீட்டில் இல்ல தடப்போட